Thank you, Mom, for taking me to church every Sunday, saying grace before meals, and teaching me the Lord's Prayer. Thank you for organizing family dinners and play dates, vacations, family outings, road trips, and just us girl lunches. The wonderful times we had at our cottage in Wisconsin, where Dad taught me how to fish and I learned to catch frogs and pick blueberries, which you made into wonderful pies and jam that we enjoyed every year. Thank you for always being there throughout my life. I always felt well taken care of and loved. Thank you for being an example of a strong and capable woman who generously gave of her time and energy to church, Girl Scouts, and countless school events. You and Dad were a team, and thank you for always keeping us safe with a roof over our head and food on the table. Thank you for always supporting us and encouraging us in music. It's still something I enjoy to this day, and it's a comfort to me. I want to read a poem that resonates how I feel. It's called If Roses Grow in Heaven. I can. Someone may have to take over. If Roses Grow in Heaven by Dolores M. Garcia. If roses grow in heaven, Lord, please pick a bunch for me. Place them in my mother's arms and tell her they're for me. Take a breath. You can do it. Tell her I love her and miss her. And when she turns to smile, place a kiss upon her cheek and hold her for a while. Because remembering her is easy, I do it every day. But there's an ache within my heart that will never go away. So thank you, Mom. I'm so grateful for all the memories I have, and I'll hold them in my heart forever.
So, I don't know. Mom was Mom. She taught me how to cook. She taught me how to sew. She taught me how to knit and crochet. I begged her to teach me how to crochet because I was dating a girl at the time and wanted to make her something for her birthday. It's all right.
I'm so sorry. Forgot you were filming.
Don't worry about it. And so she swore me to secrecy. This was back in the late 1960s. Rosie Greer was just doing needlepoint. And I was forbidden to take my crochet out of the house. And of course I didn't listen, and I took it with me to the YMCA to work on between teaching swimming and guarding and whatever I had to do. And Mom caught me sitting out there, and it's like, oh my God, you can't do that. I know what she was thinking. It was, God forbid somebody thinks you're gay. Even though guys like Rosie Greer were doing needlepoint, and now, well, she's gone now, but years later when I started making things and sending them to her, all her friends, look what my son made, because I knit, I crochet, I tat, I made bobbin lace.
You quilt.
I quilt, yes, thank you. I can do anything, and it's because of her. She always told me, you can do what you want, just go do it. And if you fail, try again, and if it works and you're bored with it, then move on to something else. But that's why I am who I am today, because she was my mom.
Cool.
So, thank you.
Okay, this sweatshirt was my mom's favorite sweatshirt. She wore it every day. If I were to ask her what sweater did you want or what jacket, she would always say her gray hoodie. It was her favorite. Just like all of her family and friends, she would tell whoever she was with they were her favorite, and she really meant it. How wonderful to have so many favorites, all of her friends, sons, daughters, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren. Sometimes Amy and I would jokingly say that we were her favorite, but it was all in fun and love, and Mom would laugh, and Amy and I would give each other that look that only sisters could give each other. Mom and I had many talks about heaven, and the one thing she was excited about was getting her new name and her new body in heaven. She also really loved Psalm 23, and we said it together every night before bed since she came home from the hospital in February. It gave her a feeling of security, knowing that the Lord was looking out for her and was taking care of her. These talks we had about faith are very precious to me. As I was going through Mom's things, I found the last thought she wrote on paper was this Bible passage. But the Lord stood with me and gave me strength. 2 Timothy 4, verse 17. Terry, I know she appreciated your visits. And thank you, Brian and Marcy, Sally and Jacob, Laura, Aaron, and Brittany for the phone calls or FaceTimes which lifted Mom's/Oma's spirits. When emails came from Orrin, Marilyn, Colleen, and Michelle, Mom would say, I need to get to my computer to answer those emails. She enjoyed Scott's visits because he would be her sous chef and they would make cookies together. Amy, I'm grateful for your visits that allowed Alan and I to have a week in Hawaii and a weekend away here and there. Zach, Oma was happy when you ate dinner with her and watched some TV. And when you did that, it allowed your dad and I to have a date night. Carl from Germany and Monica from Sweden visited Mom, and she was happy they kept in touch in person or by email. What a gift also for Pastor Burke to come and talk with Mom, and then she was able to receive communion. It was a blessing for Mom when Diane would come to the house and give her a haircut. And a thank you to Tracy, who came twice a week to give Mom a bath. She enjoyed Robin the chaplain, who spent many hours talking with her and even brought her 93-year-old mother to meet her. Mostly, thank you, Alan, my rock, who was there for me and Mom when we needed you. A shoulder to lean on, a ramp to be built for a wheelchair, taxes at that time of year, and many more gifts of love from you. Mom was reading this 100 Favorite Hymns book that Amy gave her. She stopped reading it on number 50, and it was called Jesus is the Sweetest Name I Know by Leela B. Long. This song is the final memory amongst many good memories. So Amy and I will play an instrumental of the song Jesus is the Sweetest Name I Know to honor our mom. Oops. Do you want me to move her here? No, it's okay. I dare to put on different glasses. Can you see?
I'm having trouble seeing, yeah.
Wait, I can't see. I can't see that.
Do you want it up higher?
No, let me see if this works. Move it. Is that okay? Okay. Wait, gotta be slower.